Warm greetings to all my dear students. Today we are going to start another chapter from Indian economic development, and the topic of the chapter is employment, growth, informalization and other issues. Before going to proceed further, we have to understand the concept of worker. Who will be called as worker? Worker is an individual, of course. It refers to an individual who is engaged in some productive activity to earn a living. Now, then, what are the different types of workers? There are broadly two types of workers. First is self-employed, another is hired workers. Self-employed refers to those workers who are engaged in their own businesses or enterprises. In other words, the workers who own and operate an enterprise is known as self-employed worker. Second, hired workers. Hired workers refer to the workers who are hired by others and are paid in the form of wages or salary as a reward of their services. Hired workers are of two types. First, regular workers or casual workers. Regular workers are those workers who are engaged by an individual or an enterprise and is paid wages on regular basis. Then they are known as regular workers or regular salaried employees. In India, around 15% of total workforce is engaged in regular workers. Example, teachers, office employees, manager of an organization, etc. When we are talking about casual workers, they may be called as part-time workers or casual workers. They are those workers who are not employed on a regular basis. They are casually engaged on a job, and in return, they get entertained by the remuneration for the work done. These employees do not get any job security and social benefits. Now, let us understand the concept of labor force. What is labor force and who will be the part of labor force? It refers to the sum total of the persons who are willing and able to work at an existing wage rate in an economy. Labor force includes both employed and unemployed persons. That is, labor force equals to persons working plus persons available or seeking for work. Means labor force can be both employed and unemployed persons. Now, let us understand the concept of workforce. Workforce refers to the part of labor force who are actually engaged in some productive activity. Any person, any force which are engaged in some productive activities, they are considered as workforce. In other words, workforce refers to the number of persons who are actually employed at a particular point of time in an economy. Workforce participation ratio. It is another concept. The questions may be asked on this formula, and you may be asked to write the formula for workforce participation ratio. What it is? Workforce participation ratio, it refers to the percentage of population constitutes workforce in an economy. That is, it refers to the percentage of population constitute workforce in an economy. Workforce equals a workforce into 100 divided by total populations will give us workforce participation ratio. Workforce into 100 divided by total population will give us the concept of workforce participation ratio. Now, let us understand the concept of labor supply. What do you mean by labor supply? It refers to the amount of labor that workers are willing to work corresponding to a particular wage rate. It refers to the amount of labor that workers are willing to work corresponding to a particular wage rate. In other words, the labor supply is the total hours that workers wish to work at a given wage rate. For example, wage rate 500 rupees per day, the workers is ready to work for 8 hours. Wage rate 1000 rupees per day, workers are ready to work for 10 hours. You must have heard, but before going to proceed, the another concept, that is jobless growth. In India, when we are talking about the distribution of employment in the economy, 53.5% in our country are self-employed, 30% are casual wage laborers, and 16.5% are regular salaried employees. So we can say that majority of workforce or majority of employment in our country is there in the field of self-employment. Only 16.5% of the total population or total working populations are engaged as regular or salaried employees, and 30% are employed as casual laborers. Now let us understand the concept of jobless growth. You must have heard so many times, the many people were saying that economy is growing but jobs are not generating in the same pace as our economy is growing. So what is the concept of jobless growth? Literally, the meaning of this word lies in the word itself. It refers to a situation where gross domestic products of an economy grows faster than the employment opportunities, which results in unemployment. In India, the economy is experiencing GDP growth more through technology than the employment of labor. So, jobless growth refers to a situations where gross domestic product of an economy grows faster than the employment opportunities, which result in unemployment. In India, the economy is experiencing GDP growth more through technology than the employment of labor. Now, another term that we need to understand or we need to know is casualization of labor. What it is? Casualization refers to a situation when the percentage of casually hired workers in the total workforce tends to rise over time. Even the skilled workers of urban areas are to struggle for regular jobs due to massive unemployment in the country. Unemployment reduces the bargaining power of workers, whereas it increases the bargaining power of employers. It means that due to less employment available and more people available for that work, the bargaining capacity of workers reduces and employers' bargaining capacity increases. Means they can hire less number of people at less remuneration or salary, and workers, even if they are skilled, they are having all sort of education facilities, all sort of knowledge, skill, but still they will be landed with low salary. So it is because less jobs are available and more number of people are available for that job. Now, informalization of employment. Employment structure can be classified as formal sector or informal sector. Informal sector and formal sectors are the two important sectors where the most of the people are getting employed. Formal sectors, basically it refers to the organized sectors of the economy. It includes all public and private establishments which hire 10 or more workers. The workers of these sectors are entitled to social security benefits, that is PF will be given, pension, there will be provision of pensions also. So formal sectors provide security of job, permanent kind of a job is there. They are paid for their they are getting paid leave also. The workers of these sectors are protected by labor law. The workers of these sectors are called formal sectors. Means formal sectors are protected by labor law as per the Government of India. They are supposed to have a fixed working hours. Their term of employment is regular and they are getting appointment letters. Means formal sectors provide all sort of facilities during the working conditions also, and after when a person retires they also get the benefit of social security schemes like PF, pension, etc. But when we talk about informal sectors, in informal sectors the people are considered as working in unorganized sectors. Informal sector include all such private establishment who hires less than 10 workers. The workers of these sectors does not entitled to any social security benefits. The workers of these sectors are not protected by labor laws of the Government of India. It provides employment to more than 90% of the workforce in our country. They are not getting any kind of appointment letters. The term of employment is not defined. They are not even working for a fixed working hours. They are not given the facilities for paid leave, medical allowances, and also the social security schemes after getting retirement. Now let us understand the concept of informalization. Normally this type of questions may be asked in 3 marks. What is informalization? Informalization refers to a situation when people tend to find employment more than in formal sectors of the economy and less in formal sector of the economy. Means when people tends to find employment more in informal sector as compared to formal sector, then this condition is referred as informalization. It generally happens as informal sector requires fewer amount of qualifications and formalities to get the job. So this was the concept of informalizations, and we have understood the concept of informalizations of employment, casualizations of employment, jobless growth, labor supply, got the concept of workforce, also gone through the concept of workers and types of workers. That is all for today. We will discuss more concept regarding unemployment in our next class from this chapter. Thank you and have a nice day.